The protocols are designed to help the cell as the structural that holds the functional unit of life do better. What we find when we study people's cells, the cell membrane makeup and construction, the mitochondria, the DNA, the peroxisomes, is that for the average person, no matter who you are, whether you're sick, symptomatic with a chronic disease, or if you are a person that lives in the first world, especially 21st century America, you're exposed to an enormous amount of chemicals that impact the cell and the subcellular structures adversely. Our treatment programs are designed to literally structurally remodel the cell and the cell components so that they're structurally more sound and can function better. The treatment protocols also extensively focus on removing chemicals that should not be inside the cell. That is a mechanical hindrance and also a chemical toxic hindrance to the cell functioning, to the cell making energy. And then thirdly, our protocols are highly focused at reintroducing the nutrients that need to be inside the cells to enable the cell to fulfill its designated function more optimally. Our treatment protocols help people that are sick and symptomatically ill with a wide variety of conditions, because person to person you are structurally composed of 50 to 70 to 100 trillion cells, and our program helps to optimize the structure begets function of every single cell. Our protocols are very good to consider for high functioning individuals. We've had some CEOs of companies that wanted to regain their sharpness, their edge, their stamina, their ability to problem solve and think clearly and laterally. We've had some of our patients report that they are yet again able to regain the functionality and energy that they experienced 10 or 15 years ago. As we age, there's certain changes that happen in the body at the cell level, the mitochondrial level, the DNA translation into the substance of life changes, hormone levels decrease, and we find that as we age, we lose the edge, we lose our stamina, our bodies don't function like it did. The changes that we find in people in their 6th and 7th decades of life are to a reasonable degree reversible with the therapy that we do, due to the very beneficial impact that the therapeutic process has on the structure of the cells. We find that people in their 6th and 7th decades report that they feel much more energy, stamina, mental clarity, sleep is better. So I would most strongly recommend that if you are a grandparent that wants to keep up with your children and grandchildren, if you are retired and you want to continue or rekindle an active lifestyle, the diagnostic followed by tailor-made treatment protocol is most suitable to help you achieve those health goals. Also, if you look at the strain that is placed on younger parents, that not only, especially for the female, that has to go through a reasonably turbulent hormonal time with gestation, giving birth, lactation, sleep deprivation, let alone the nutritional demands of nourishing a growing fetus and lactation. At the cell level, we can do remarkably good at helping you yet again regain a much better level of health and vitality to keep up with the demands of your family. In order to maintain the levels of energy, activity, mental and cognitive clarity that you've gained, it's very important to stay connected once patients have achieved their level of functionality and health, to stay connected for the purpose of maintaining diagnostic checkups at appropriate intervals, and also so that we can continue tailor-making the maintenance part of care to meet their needs. What we hear very frequently from our patients is that they report their symptoms to their family doctor or their long-standing specialist. The doctor orders the appropriate Western medical tests, and the tests come back normal, even good. And they get told that in spite of the physical symptoms that you feel, your tests are normal and therefore there's nothing wrong with you. For the most part, we're able to very satisfactorily explain why people feel the specific symptoms of fatigue, pain, cognitive dysfunction, not being able to sleep well when we go through our very rigorous diagnostic process, due to the fact that we do cellular and subcellular diagnostics, where we inevitably demonstrate the problems with mitochondria and mitochondrial energy production. We're able to, in almost all cases, demonstrate very significant accumulation of environmental toxins, and for the most part there usually is an infectious component that also tends to cause symptoms. When we attach action items to the findings of the diagnostic process, we are able to restore cellular function and energy production. We're able to remove the infections and toxins that function as inflammagens, that drives the chronic inflammatory processes that causes the fatigue, pain, cognitive dysfunction, insomnia.